What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Domina. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as I check out a pit fight that I can't afford to fight that I'm still going to fight anyways because I got to get that guap. We need that guapamal. And so I'm going to send in Venonius? What are this guy's stats? I can't see his stats, but he has a comma. Oh, this is risky. But you know what? I'm going to have to reset the game because it doesn't have a save pretty soon anyways. So, like, I don't know why I'm even stressed about it. Like, even if I lose somebody, it's like, well, I'm just going to reset the game anyway. I've got kind of like that Nintendo nihilism going on right now. Good old Nintendo nihilism. Why bother? This shit sucks. Oh, God. It's a good thing I entertain myself. It's a good thing I entertain myself. Because I don't think I'm entertaining anybody else. Okay, maybe a little bit. I'm just going to have him build... Oh, we have Papyri Anus. Alright, so we've got Paper Anus. Let us fight him. Let us do battle against Paper Anus. Terrible superhero. Supervillain, like, what? What kind of supervillain's called Paper Anus? That's an awful supervillain name. Like, what would your power be? Like, you might be able to turn other people's, like, anuses into paper, maybe? Ooh, barely got away with that one. We took a big hit right there in the beginning. Whew, I had actually written Venonius off after we took that first big hit, but after we were able to get back in there and get after him again, not too bad. Poison Blade on Venonius, please. Absolutely, we need another poison on him, just so he can do good. Now, we've got people healing up at a reasonable rate, and so I'm not going to stress too much about getting things off. We have healing of gladiators happens automatically. Upgrade gladiator agility. So can he do all of these at once, or can he only run one of them at once? I bet as he runs one of them at once. Oh, he learns them, and then he says the prayers. So maybe he says a different prayer every day, maybe? Huh. Yeah, make it so that we level up faster. Cool by me. And he's on agility 23 right now. Man, he's sitting purty. He's sitting real purty with his current stat block. Pit fight. What do we have? A Guisarmi-wielding Radiarius who is at pretty high level. I'm going to reject it just because for that paycheck it's not worth it. Defensive shuffle. Sounds good to me. I like being able to stay agile while I'm moving. Ooh, nice. Get you over here getting them upgrades. And so a prayer to Juno would increase his defense training. Yeah, just keep that stuff on him then. Why not? We don't really have the cash to keep pressing people upwards with regards to their equipment right now. Which is a bummer, because I wish that we did. Because some of these guys could really use some upgrades to solidify their spot, basically. He's mostly completely upgraded. But he's not quite there yet. He's not quite there yet. At the end of this episode, we'll start doing some championship fights. And if things go wrong, it's not going to be that big of a deal, because after this episode, that's the end of my recording day, unfortunately. Like, I don't go any further, and so... sigh. It's a tough one. I don't know if we'll ever have, like, another full playthrough. Like, it's probably just going to be resets all the time. I don't know. I mean, what I could do is I could just leave the game running in the background. I could pause it and leave it running in the background for the rest. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll Nintendo it up, and I'll do what we used to do with Super Punch-Out back in the day. God. I could definitely use a few more coins. I love coins. If I can get coins, I'm usually a pretty happy camper. We've got Bavius and Isogonus. Nah, 2-on-1... There's just too much of a potential right there where they'll both hit you at the same time and you'll just explode into a blood fountain. I don't want to be a blood fountain today. I don't like being a blood fountain. Being a blood fountain sucks. Down with being a blood fountain. Blood fountain suck. Blood fountain suck. Magistrate's cousin is to be married, and it proves to be one of the largest weddings of the season. Many of the magistrate's extended family are without a place to sleep. Will you lend them your villa as a residence for visiting guests? Sure. For several days, the boring family of the magistrate consumes your wine and food. Magistrate offers to offset the cost of your hospitality with 29 coin. Okay. Yeah, we definitely made that money back because it's only one for like a stack of that shit, so it's not that big of a deal. We've got Prissy Anus. Ooh, you and your Prissy Anus can't be using that single-ply toilet paper. Just can't handle it. We'll send in Venonius for this one. See if he can get a couple good swipes off. And maybe earn himself a couple of free level-ups off of this guy's labors. I'm just going to fall back and read. I don't know what this dude is doing. Apparently, he's really angry at the crowd right now. Oh, it was all a cheese move. How did I... Dude, he's just like spamming at the crowd right now. I don't know what this dude's up to. Come on. I don't really want to get near him, though, because he's being all weird and, like, he's, like, spazzing out all over the place. Like, I'm afraid to go near him because he's basically just spamming attacks. There we go. That knocked him loose. Ah, I couldn't get my shield up in time to Oh, we killed each other. How does that happen? Whoa. That was a draw, though. They both died. What happens then? I feel like the game just cheesed me. I feel like the game just cheesed me a little bit. Send in Polio. He's our only hope at this point. This playthrough's basically over. We just lost our second in command, so if Polio can't do it, nobody can. The problem is the enemy can counterattack faster than you can get your shield back up, even with all the upgrades. Like, and so if you guys are noticing that in the fights, the AI superhumanly attacks back whenever you block them. So if they attack, you block, hit them back, they instantly strike if you do that motion, and they always get a hit off. So it comes down to a method of basically trades, where if you swing at them after that exact sequence, the AI always does the same thing to the point where I can count on it every single time now. I've played the game enough to where I've seen it happen over and over and over again, and I'm like ready for it. This dude needs to get some fights in. Somebody needs to get some fights in anyways. Somebody's got to do something over here. Start strapping some gear onto some of these guys and hoping they pull through. We got... What is going on right now? I don't even know where he went. He doesn't have any victories, but he's actually got decent stats. He might be able to pull through on some of these guys. Especially if I can get him, like, real gear. Yeah. You have real equipment for a second, and we're going to see if he can actually do something for us that works out. Because his stats are not that half bad. For like an arena fight or anything else, he might be useful. Defensive shuffle is up, but we're out of cash for right now, which means no more pit fights, no more nothing. Mostly just waiting around to see what happens with the random events and whatnot. Continue building palaces, though, so that these guys can at least level up a little bit before I sell them or I give them their freedom or whatever. So that when they come back a tad later, they'll be better at their jobs. We are almost out of time right now, though. We're going to have to do something to dig ourselves out of this ditch, otherwise we ain't going to make it. This is one of those weird periods of the game where you don't have enough money to do arena fights, and so you just end up like standing around doing nothing for like long periods of time. I think Polio should be able to carry us through to a win. He shouldn't struggle too much with it, but let's see. Local militia is disorganized and lacks training. They want to earn the art of hand-to-hand combat from experienced fighters. Sure. You lend the militia your word and begins training them. Not surprisingly, he seizes the opportunity to escape. He runs to the mountains and kills the guards, and yay. And is never seen again. It's Metius, though. Metius doesn't look like he was any of my good guys, so who cares? Metius can go do whatever Metius wants to go do. No harm, no foul. I'm going to keep pumping stats into Polio just to make him like a god of war before we get to the end of the episode. And we start doing some of our... fun championship battles, which could actually end pretty explosively. See that right there? That was the... Oh, he's poisoned. Good. This fool bleed out. I don't know if the poison makes him a little crazy, too. I think the dot actually makes them confused. Like, I think there might be something in their coding that's like, if you're taking damage, like, spam attacks or do something. And that's why it's being all weird whenever I poison him. Oh, what does bladed armor do? I have never seen that one before. Bumping into another gladiator damages him. Oh, okay. Yeah, give him poison blade so that he can stack somebody up if he needs to. I don't think he's had enough victories to really do his thing yet, though. As far as pit fights go, they've got a pretty dope Rediarius in here who's pretty tough. Might be worth it. Somebody might be able to whip him. Send in... Yeah, we got to start training somebody, so send in Cassius. His stats are pretty good. I'd say he has a reasonable chance of walking away from this one. His stats aren't bad for somebody that has no arena victories. Ooh, did we get... Oh, I got him. Cool. I think he got him with bladed armor, actually, because I don't think I dealt damage right there. It's like it killed him when I blocked or something. I don't know. Either way, anyone you walk away from, though, pal, huh? You got your one victory right there. You walked away from your first arena fight. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and send some of these guys off into the distant horizon. All right, Doctore, disarming shield. Not a bad choice either. Tack shuffle's pretty good. We can get Murmelos now. I do think that the classes should be earlier on in the game. It just seems weird that you unlock like the first class halfway through the game, and by the time you get Ready REI, it's usually like day 100 or whatever. Like, you can beeline for them really, really quickly, but I'd actually make it a lot easier to get all the classes. I would just start with all 3 unlocked, and then you can do whatever you want from the beginning. It doesn't seem, to me, I don't know. I don't understand why you would lock the player out of options for 50 to 60% of the game, basically. It's just give them all the options at the beginning. Because some of the trees directly benefit Murmelos, some of the trees directly benefit Ready REI, but you don't get them for a long-ass time. So, kind of a weird quirk of the game, I guess. A strange thing the game has going for it. I will work on Murmelo training, though. Is that what we're doing right now? Murmelo training? Yeah, we're doing the Murmelo training. I don't play with Murmelos too often. I've talked to you guys about why that is. I find them to be a little bit too bursty, and they don't have the survivability that the Thrakes and the Ready REI have. They tend to get skilled on pretty hard, just like on accident. Just because they go in and they can combo, and if they can get that combo started, they usually win. But if the combo gets interrupted at all, or you preempt the combo, you're basically instantaneously dead. And so they're just an all-or-nothing class that this game, you've got to play conservatively in this game or you're never going to make it. Both the Legate and the Magistrate are playing celebrations for the Aegonalia, and they both request your champion Gladiator to perform in a non-lethal exhibition. Sure, go with the Legate. The simple exhibition match turned into a nasty brawl, and your Gladiator was fatally wounded. Salustius has left the build. Dude, come on, man. I'm sending you free shit, and you just, like, messing with me like that? You gotta have respect, man. You gotta have respect, and frankly, it's just disappointing. I will send in Cassius again. I'm gonna have Cassius farm his way up off these scrubs over here, because he's basically reached the point where the highest level gladiators are defeatable. Got him. Didn't matter that I lost my shield. He's still dead as fuck. And when it goes to the arena, somebody walks in and somebody walks away, you know? He lost his. He's down to a robust Thrake shield. That's going to use up most of our winnings to get him back to where he was. But on the plus side, stats are looking pretty golden right now. He'd actually be ready for a hard 2v2 if that sounds like a sexual thing. Heals automatically even during training. That might be good. Once he gets a couple more wins under his belt, I'd consider it. Especially if it works in combat. If it works in combat, it's like, oh my jeebus. Maximus. He is a Thrakes. Yeah, send in Cassius. Send in dat boy Cassius. He'll probably be fine. Him and his poison blade. This guy's got better armor than he does, I think. He's pretty much maxed out, so we're going to have to play this one real careful and close to the shoulder. Oof. Got him. Cut his leg off. Man, that was smooth as fuck right there. Just, whoo, swip done with the roll. Ooh, vicious. The crowd goes wild as, ah. Can none of you guys have Poison Blade yet? Man, I'm trying to pick up the slack here and get my gladiators to the point where they need to be, but I'll probably train a couple of Murmelos with the cash I've been making lately. I think it's time to send Big Dog into a championship match. So let's see what we got going on here. See what he can do. Varius, the Bringer of Thunder. Magnus, the Bringer of Blood. He doesn't look that bad. Oh, we get 3 gladiators for that. Well, that seems like a terrible plan. Yeah, sacrifice some of the little guys, I guess. If they make it, they make it. Basically, they're just going to draw his attention for me for right now. If we can get a couple championships done. I heard that they increase the amount of rewards that you get for championships. Oh, shit, son. Apparently, it gave me this scrubby dude. I'm going to punch this dude to death. There we go. The champion went down. And apparently, all of my guys survived. I forgot to swap my control over to Polio. Oh, they didn't increase the amount. Huh. Maybe he was saying in the patch notes that he was thinking about increasing it for the championships. Because I thought that it said that he had increased it for the championships. I don't know. Maybe so, maybe not. Who got that last victory? that last victory is actually kind of a big deal. That was like a championship victory that you survived somehow against all odds. I'm going to keep unloading all of these dudes. Was it you? Okay, so it was... Or, no, I don't want you to be a Thrakes. I wanted you to be a Murmelo. Shit. Well, then. Let me talk to the magistrate and see if I can get a new slave. So we've got Titanius. All right. There he is. We'll go with a Murmelo for right now. Give him a couple of Gladii there. We'll give him like a horned helmet. We'll start just kind of getting him towards not sucking ass first. Because that's always the tough part, is you got to get them to the point where they're not just like victims waiting to happen. And he can have basic commas, put one in each hand. So with double basic commas, I'm going to let him just like train and do his thing for right now. And if I can put strength train speed on him, that'll help him out with some of this stuff too, because he is going to be training really quickly, like super quickly. But we are on the mark right now for possibly a championship appearance. The fight of the Centurions. Maximinianus. The Emperor is the host. Obstacles, it is a mystery. How many do I get? 3. Okay. Strangely enough, I'm alright with it. We'll go done right there. No, I want control of Polio. You can have control of everybody else, but I want control of Polio just in case. You don't know how these fights are going to go sometimes. Hopefully these dudes get their shields up, because if I lose my backlog... on some dumb shit... Oh, good. I didn't lose my backlog. That championship went down with a quickness. Yeah, definitely from the last batch episodes that I played... they've definitely mixed things up. The game definitely has gone back to being, it seems like, winnable. I don't know if they've adjusted anything or what's going on, but all I can tell you is that it feels like I've got a chance, whereas the AI was playing at a ridiculous level like a week ago, where it's just like you put the slider all the way to the left in the difficulty, and they would still just whoop on you all day long every day, and it was kind of horrifying. I mean, he's training like twice a day right now. That's wild. A detachment of Pompey's soldiers are traveling into battle, and the legate suggests your villa might be a suitable place for the commander and his officers to rest. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, we're at the point right now where we're basically there, so we can go in on a Aemilius the Furious. I don't care how furious or fast you are. You're about to get whooped on, son. You're about to have a real bad day. I'm going to take in Polio, and we'll kind of just see how this goes. With my multiple champions, we seem to be making this happen no problem. Alright, fall back. There we go. Keep this dude bouncing, knock his legs out from under. Man, this is just like... This is a knockout fest. These dudes are having a terrible day. Not a bad plan to get people leveled up, though. Not a bad plan at all, although with 3 days till a fight, that was probably a mistake. Here, you heal double. See if you can get better before anything else goes wrong. I might need Polio in a day or two, so I think that's something that nobody's ever said in their entire lives. I might need Polio this week. It's distinctly possible that I may need Polio. Oh, get disarming attack. Yes, please. And then we'll try to finish off Polio's gear now. So he's maxed out there, but damn, that gets expensive. It's a 6v6. Against a pretty considerably difficult fight. The stats right there are not lining up, and it just seems like a bad plan to me. So instead, I'm going to focus on making him happy with me again. Send some wine his way. Maybe arrange an exhibition match or something like that to just kind of tide him over and make him feel better about the fact that... I couldn't take the match that he wanted. Wow. Those wounds are taking forever to heal right now. I don't really have the cash left over for anything either. What's going on with pit fights? 1v1 against Turnus. Turnus and Burnus. Alright, we'll go with Cassius in here. I think I could take this fight. Cassius got amazing stats. Like, he's just been sitting there working out the entire time as Polius has fought his way to victory. Because guys in the early game, they need wins in order to be strong. Whereas if you just get a couple backline-ass dudes just sitting around... Ooh, that bladed armor is so good. I ran into him right there and he died. That was not a killing strike. I walked into him trying to glitch through his body so his front attack would miss. And It killed him with the bladed armor. Killed him with the bladed armor. Nasty. Take auto heal. He's already got poison. No, he doesn't have poison blade, actually. Give him poison blade, too. Give him all those goodies. Polio will be done in just a second. And then my doctor will more than likely move back over to Cassius and help him out while he's training. So we'll leave that to be what it is. We don't have a lot of extra cash right now, but we have enough to throw a couple of nicer things on some of the lower level scrub tiers. Just to kind of make them look like they might be a gladiator someday. And we'll move him up to the top row too. His stats are moving along nicely. I'm happy with the way he's developing as a character. If I can throw him in as a fighter on anything else that requires extra people, probably will. Probably will throw him in there. We've got Sound of Fury, Various the Bringer of Thunder. Ooh, he's got the boss hammer, though. I reject that one. That one might hurt too much. You spot a slave girl, red of hair, and knowing both the magistrate and the legate favor such women, you purchase her for a good price. So if that's why we bought her, give her to the legate, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, we bought her for a specific reason, I suppose. As shitty as that makes us, we might as well use her for that reason, I guess. God, I feel like an asshole right now. I feel like I'm the worst. Yeah, pretty decent Thrakes right there. I think we should be able to take him with Cassius. Once again, we'll start putting Titulus in here. I think Cassius will be ready in like 2 more fights, and then we'll start raising up Titulus. I mean, there's always the chance something goes wrong in one of these fights, and I just miss one of my parries when I couldn't afford to miss one. Exactly, like that right there. He's been fitted up with the poison right now. The fight is definitely not even, though, but we regenerate HP at a pretty rapid rate, so I'm just going to hold my ground and wait till he decides he wants to do something different. Ah, shit. I should have surrendered. I had a gap right there to surrender. Shit. All right. Well, that was all my bad. I don't know how he landed a triple hit on the first. It went through my shield on the first attack, so it's like... But yeah, shields need to be rounded out a little bit better with regards to... Sometimes you take like full damage even though you've got your block up, and you're like, okay, that's weird. We don't have really much now. I mean, we've got... yeah, we don't really have much right now. We're in rough shape. If Polio can't carry us through on a lot of this stuff, we're not going to have anybody to do so. With Volchi, he's got 32-24. Alright, let's go in with Polio. Let's do this thing. Get Polio up inside the ring for what's probably going to be our final engagement. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle. Oh my god, Polio is such a beast. Thank you for joining me for Domina. I don't know if this is going to be the last episode or not. Let me know what you think down below. Leave lots of comments, leave lots of likes and all that kind of stuff. And I'll give it some thought, okay? My name is Splattercat. As I said, goodbye, everyone, and I will see you all next time. Hi-do.